again. Hello, dear learners, dear viewers. How do you do? I hope you all are keeping well, safe and sound in your home in this pandemic crisis. Dear students, dear viewers, at the very beginning of our today's class, I would like to invite all of you to join the biggest platform, Borura Virtual School Kumilla. Okay, dear viewers, today, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. This is Subroto Rai Choudhury, Assistant Teacher English, Walgasa Multilateral High School, Borura, Kumilla. Dear students, dear viewers, today I am going to discuss you English second paper for class 6. Okay, so at the very beginning, I will request you to inform me in our comment box whether my picture is clear, our board is clear, our sound is clear or not. Okay. So once again, I cordially invite all of you to join the class. So let's start. So, yes, I have seen that you have already, many of you, joined with us. Okay, let's start. Today I will discuss with you about the ing form of verb. The ing form of verb, gerund and participle. Okay, gerund and participle. The ing form of verb, gerund and participle. This is especially for class 6. Once again, I would like to request the students of class 6 and other classes to join us with your notes, with your books. I also request you to open your English second paper main text, page number 50. Okay? The ing form of verb, gerund and participle. This is the lesson will be discussed for today. Dear learners, let's start. Ing form of verb. What is ing form of verb? Ing form of verb is formed when we use ing with the base form of verb. Okay? When we use ing with base form of verb, that will be ing form of verb equal to verbing. Okay? Ing form of verb means verbing. Okay, dear learners? So, base form. What is base form? Base form is the root word. Base form is root word. Okay, root word of the verb. That is base form. When we add ing with the root word or base form of verb, it will be verbing. This verbing or ing form of verb acts as gerund and participle in our sentences. Okay, dear learners? Okay. So, if you have any question, please make comments on our comment box. Okay? So, let's start. First of all, I will explain what is gerund. Okay? What is gerund? Gerund. Okay. Gerund is formed by ing. Okay. A verbing is acted as gerund in our sentence. So, what is gerund? Okay. Gerund, when a verbing acts like a noun, so it will be gerund. Okay. And this gerund comes from a verb. That's why it looks like a verb. But when we use this word in the place of a noun, okay, that will be called gerund, not verb. Okay, take an example. Swimming Swimming is a good exercise. Okay, here you can see a sentence: swimming is a good exercise. Okay, swimming is a good exercise. Here you can find a word swimming. This word comes from swim plus ing, that is, it is verbing. Okay, swim is a verb, isn't it? Right. When we add ing with swim, that will be swimming. And when we use swimming in a noun's place, that will be a gerund. Okay, dear learners, though it looks like a verb, it acts as a noun in the sentence. Okay, is it clear to you, dear learners? Okay, if you are clear, please inform me in our comment box. Now, so it is swimming is gerund. Okay, dear learners. Now take another example. She likes watching television. Here you can see another sentence. She likes watching television. Okay? She likes watching television. She likes watching television. Here you can see another verbing. That is what, dear learners? Yes, this word. This word is verbing. This word is formed watch plus ing. Isn't it, dear learners? Yes, right. So, here in this sentence, we use verbing after main verb. Okay? And we know after main verb, usually we use the object of a sentence, the object of a main verb. Okay, dear learners? Okay. So, it is also a gerund. It is also a gerund. I again request you to write down these sentences what I have written on board. Okay. So this is gerund, this is verbing, this is gerund, as it is the object of the main verb, dear learners. You also know noun can be used in a sentence as subject and object, and that's why this gerund is also a noun. Okay, noun is used as subject or object of a main verb or a preposition. That's why gerund is also a noun. Okay. Okay, dear learners, please inform us on our comment box whether you are with us. Okay, is it clear to all? Okay, dear learners, I think already you have understood the topics. Okay, write down this sentence on your notebook. So, dear learners, now I will share with you now where is a gerund used in a sentence. Okay, gerund is used, number one, subject used as subject. Okay, number two, used as object. Okay, number three, used as complement. Used as been informed, we have known that what is gerund. Okay. So now gerund is used as subject of a sentence. Gerund is used as object of a sentence. Again, we can see gerund is used as complement in the sentence. Dear learners, we have already written two sentences. We have already seen two sentences. In these sentences, first one, gerund is used as subject. Swimming. Okay, swimming is subject. Okay. Next, number two, the second sentence was she likes watching television. In that sentence, watching is the object of the sentence, object of the main verb. Okay. So I also inform you, gerund is also can be an object of a preposition. Okay. And then here we see another item. Gerund is used as complement of the sentence. Okay. Now I will write down a sentence where gerund is used as complement of the sentence. My hobby is cycling. Okay, dear learners, here you see in the sentence, my hobby is cycling. My hobby is cycling. Dear viewers, dear learners, again I will request you whether my sound is clear to all. Please inform me in our comment box. Please, our sound clear? So, my hobby is cycling. In this sentence, cycling comes from cycle. Cycling comes from cycle. To learners, cycling. Okay. Cycle plus ing equal to cycling. Okay. This is a verbing and this is a gerund here. Okay, dear learners. As it doesn't modify or qualify hobby, that's why it is a gerund. Okay. This is a gerund as well. This is gerund. Now, we can also find a gerund as the object of preposition in a sentence. Dear viewers, dear learners, is our sound is clear? Okay, thank you. Now, I will show you how a gerund is used as the object of a preposition. Okay. He is fond of walking. Okay. Here you can see a preposition. Okay. Of is a preposition and walking is a verb. Walk plus ing. This is the ing form of verb, walking. Okay. And it is used here as the object of preposition of. Okay. This is preposition. This is preposition and this is the object of. This is the object of preposition. Okay. Walking is the object of preposition here. So it is also a gerund. Okay, dear learners, is it clear? Right. Now, next, move to our next section, that is participle. Now, participle. Okay, dear learners, now what is participle? we have already seen that participle comes from ing form of verb, isn't it? Okay. Now, participle also looks like a verb, like our gerund, but it acts as an adjective in the sentence. Okay, that is participle. Okay, dear learners. Now I will show you a sentence. The boys are laughing at a crying girl. Here you can see the boys are laughing at a crying girl. Dear students, here we use two verb ing. First one and the second one. Dear learners, look at carefully. This verbing doesn't qualify a noun. Okay? Laughing at means mock. Okay? But second verbing definitely modifies or qualifies the noun girl. This is noun. Okay? This word qualifies this word. This word gives information about the girl. Crying girl. Crying girl. Crying girl. So this is not a gerund. This is definitely a participle. This is definitely a participle. Okay, dear learners. So participle is a verbing which looks like a verb, but it is used in our sentence as participle or an adjective. That is, participle acts. Participle acts as an adjective, as it qualifies, as it modifies, as it gives extra information about noun or pronoun. Okay, that's why this crying is participle as well adjective. Okay, so crying is an adjective and participle. Now I will show you another sentence. Okay, a flying bird has fallen down on the ground. Okay, now dear learners, can you see here any verbing? Right, this word is verbing. Flying, flying, flying. Flying comes from fly plus ing. Look at this word, dear learners. Flying. Okay, here flying modifies the noun bird. This word modifies bird. That's why this verbing is a participle or this word is an adjective. Okay, have you understood the participle easily? Okay, dear learners. Now I will show you a technique how to identify easily participle or gerund. The boy studying in the room. The boy studying in the room is my younger brother. Younger brother. Okay, dear learners. Okay, the boy studying in the room is my younger brother. Now see, if we quit this word, if we quit, this is verbing. Okay, this can be a participle, this can be a gerund. So what will be the right answer? Okay, what will be the right answer? Okay, suppose we quit, we omit this word studying. Okay, so the sentence will be the boy in the room is my younger brother. this is also can be a sentence. This can be also a sentence. So if when we quit a verbing, after that the sentence will be correct, that verbing will be a participle. But if we write this sentence, my hobby is sprinting. Sprinting means in sprinting. This is sprinting, okay? Run, okay? My hobby is sprinting. If we, in this sentence, if we eliminate, if we quit this word, the sentence will be what, dear learners? Can you see this? Once again, my hobby is sprinting. If we quit this word, the sentence will be like that. My hobby is. So it doesn't mention a sentence. That's why this is we must write this word. We must write this word. Without this word, the sentence cannot be fulfilled. That's why this sprinting, this verbing is definitely a gerund, and if we omit, if we quit this word starting, the sentence will be right. This starting, that verbing must be, can be a participle. This is the easiest way to identify shortly our gerund and participle. Dear learners, now we are at the finishing touch. Now I will give you homework. I will give you homework, dear learners. Now write down some words. That is verb. Sing, love, sleep, okay, roll, okay, melt, find, shop, then meet, okay, meet, travel, leave. Yeah, okay. Here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. 10 words, and these all are verbs, dear learners. You have to make your homework with this verb. Okay. This is your homework. This is your homework. So please, attention please. You have to use this verb, and you must write down this verb using ing, and there this ing, this verbing must be a gerund or must be a participle in the sentence. You must build a sentence with a single word. 5 sentences will be gerund, this verbing, and the rest sentences will be participle. The main verb will be participle. The verbing will be participle. Okay, dear learners, have you understood? Okay, dear learners, write down this homework on your notebook. So that's all for today. Hope you will understand our today's lesson well. If you have any question, please make comments on our comment box and share the class so that all our viewers and listeners and students can easily get access to this platform, Borura Virtual School Kumila. Once again, I welcome all of you to join with us for the time being. So I hope you will also join with us in future. Okay, till then, stay safe, stay home. Thank you very much.